And while the defensive trio of Mark McNeil, Gerard Reid and Brendan Tierney were all past fit, the absence of captain John Grimley will be a big loss to Armagh in the important midfield area. In his absence, brother Mark partners Paul McGrain in what should be a titanic struggle, while up front the experience of central attackers Neil Smith and Gerard Houlihan will be vital if Armagh are going to break down a resolute Derry defence. Derry paraded 14 of the side which won the National League a fortnight ago, with Declan Bateson, who come on that day for the injured Joe Brawley, being retained at corner forward. It's a side which oozes experience, from goalkeeper McCusker to free-taker Gormley, and Armagh would be well advised to keep a careful eye on their half-back line of McGurk, Downey and McCusker, who, freed from the constraints of the National League format, will now be able to play their natural running attacking game. Referee in charge of today's game, Tommy McDermott from Killishanda. His third year in a row he's taken charge of Armagh. And this game, the first meeting between the two sides since 1987. That day Derry won their Ulster title, but a lot has happened in the meantime. Derry have become All-Ireland champions and National League holders twice, whereas Armagh are endeavouring to get a progress in the Ulster Championship once again. As Derry first to attack, Derry are playing against this very strong breeze on the athletic grounds. The athletic grounds which had a lot of rain earlier this morning, but at the moment it's dry, the sun has gone away, but we're in for hopefully a very exciting first round Ulster Championship tie.
Derry will have to weather an Armagh storm if they're to progress. Only weather conditions may play a part. The breeze is very blustery, the ground will be slippy, but it's the same for both teams.
Damien Barton, centre half forward today. The first attack by Derry and the first wide. Gilligan plucked that ominously out of the sky as far as Armagh fans were concerned. And this is the steady build-up by Derry. The measured pass. Henry Downey, captain of the side, when they collected Sam.
It'll be interesting to see now how Derry will change their game from the National League when they weren't allowed to use two fist passes.
First one to react is a red and white jersey. Enda Gormley's on the ball. Well shepherded out by the Armagh defence. Now Henry Downey, not renowned for his scoring prowess, but certainly a good man to lay a ball off. His brother Seamus is on the ball. A nice chip shot across from the wing. And there's Seamus Downey, after 2 minutes, the honour of scoring first in today's game. A good build-up and a well-taken score.
Again, a measured build-up. Poor clearance by Armagh, went straight to Henry Downey, give it out to his brother, shrugged off the challenge of Gerard Reid, and from a tight angle against the breeze got it over the bar. That's a good score.
Meany collects it. It's all Derry at the moment, despite the fact that they're playing against the breeze. Now it's a chance for Kieran McGuinney. Tried to force his way out, fouled by Barton. And Armagh has yet to use the strong wind. Tony Scullion's collected it easily in the chest. And this is vintage Derry football, the short passing game from defence. Possession is certainly the name of the game, and that's what it's all about at the moment. 10-yard passes, still they maintain possession. Gormley comes off his man, looking for a runner, decides not to use him. And now the long measured pass through. Declan Bateson, the Ballinderry man, takes that shot in. Over the bar it goes. And remember, that started with a catch in their own defence from Tony Scullion. An Armagh player didn't touch the ball, and it ended up with Bateson getting the second point.
Brilliant move here, keeping possession very, very well. The final pass then was good, found Bateson in a little bit of space, and he did all the rest himself. Did the hard work, beat the tackles, got the ball between the posts.
Gilligan breaks it again. Gordons picks it up. Now it's Anthony Tohill. A lazy ball in front of Enda Gormley. Gormley couldn't get it, but Fergal McCusker, who came up in support, did. John Rafferty. Now it's Mark Grimley. A long ball towards Des Mackin. One-handed Mackin maintains possession for Armagh. It's a left-footed effort. It's a lazy-looking shot, but the result brings a white flag up from the umpire and grateful applause all around the athletic grounds.
Route one here from Armagh. Long ball played in by Mark Grimley. Mackin does well to get in behind, secured. I thought he had lost the chance when he moved off his right foot, but slung it over brilliantly with his left.
It's one of the minors of 92, Des Mackin, and that'll give them something to smile about. Tony Scullion. Derry captain. It's Johnny McGurk. Derry always seem to have an extra man, almost a man in space. This time it's McCusker. Now it's Barton. Moving goalwards. He's trying to get onto the left foot, surely. He does. Off the post. Over the bar. Derry's fourth.
Barton finds himself free. Has actually found a lot of room in the opening quarter of this game. Turns in to get onto his favourite left foot, and with the help of the post gets it over the bar.
Green versus Tuchel. Tuchel coming out on top, being pursued by Mark Grimley. A nice angled crossfield ball in. Brendan Tierney, the Armagh captain. First off his line, Martin McQuillan. That's what he loves doing best, is attacking. Now it's in towards Houlihan. Houlihan, the little punch goalwards. And just look where Damien McCusker is. And that's a bad ball from McCusker. Cathal O'Rourke tries to jinx past Anthony Tuchel. He's eventually brought down. And that was slightly dangerous as far as Derry were concerned for a moment anyway.
Yes, the good and the bad from Damien McCusker there. Brilliant anticipation, actually playing as a sweeper. But then, when he won the ball, it wasn't very good. Put them under pressure, and it could result in a point.
Drummond student. Left-footed chip across and used the wind of perfection. That'll do Cathal O'Rourke's confidence the world of good. And Jim McCurry can afford to smile.
Lovely strike. Of course, Cathal knows that the wind's in his back, and all he has to do is strike it properly, and the wind will do the rest.
Damien Barton having a very influential role at the heart of this Derry attack. McGurk's on the overlap. For once it breaks down, but then there's a chance to restart the whole thing again. Damien Barton, he decides to pass it no more. He gets his second point, and it's very ominous looking for Armagh, Peter. It's the ease with which Derry are marching forward all the time.
Yes, they're playing very confidently, and this man playing with aplomb at the moment, actually. On the end of everything, probing, setting things up. Armagh have all sorts of problems now. They can't win the ball in the middle of the field, and such is the support play of Derry and the movement that they can't stop them up front.
Yes, Henry Downey tried to find his brother Seamus. Jared Reid shrugs off Bateson and then Downey. And it's another example of the professional approach that you were talking about earlier, at how slow Armagh are at getting this ball away when they have a free.
Yes, that tackle there got him down, and then stopped the ball coming out, stopped them building from the back.
Trying to force the way through again. Kieran McKeever picks it up after Johnny McGurk lets it fall. Still they manage to get the ball away. Brian McGilligan thunders it out of defence, and Gormley has come away from Mark McNeil. Barton just hold the ball for as long as is entirely necessary. This is awesome football from Derry at the moment. Declan Bateson from Ballinderry, he's trying to get onto that left foot, swings it up and over the bar it goes. Another one to the Derry collection, and Declan Bateson's second.
Worked themselves out of that tight spot in the middle of the field. Bateson here, lovely, lays into John Rafferty there, makes himself 2 yards, and that's all he needs. To have a replacement like Bateson for the injured Joe Brawley shows the strength of this Derry squad.
There's one way to keep dry, taking no chances. Johnny McGurk shrugging off the passes. Tuchel. Dermot Heaney, plenty of time on the ball. There's a little bit of basketball from the NBA coming through there. Martin McQuillan. Still McQuillan. Looks up. Route one it goes. And why not? 55 yards out, and you've got the wind behind you, and you've got the confidence. Have a pop, put it over the bar.
McQuillan very, very good at going forward, and that's why Armagh like to see him moving into the opponent's half. He can be so accurate. That's a brilliant score.
Armagh buoyed up at that point, and Derry tried to slow them down. McGurk up along the line to Gormley. Henry Downey launches himself forward into the heart of this Armagh defence. The little chip over the top. Bateson lets it come off the greasy surface. Transfers it to Gormley. There's a perfect answer from the Derry sextet. It's 33 minutes gone in the first half, and it's Enda Gormley's first point.
Ball played into the space left there by Seamus Downey. Transferred quickly to the in-rushing Enda Gormley, and over the bar with his left foot. Textbook stuff from Derry at this stage.
Now it's Bateson, fed by McGilligan. Heaney, broken down to Gormley. Brian McGilligan, the man who started it. Just listen to that cheer. Brian McGilligan doesn't score all that many ones, but when he does, they're memorable. There's a good ball in towards Jim McConville. There's Gary Coleman all over the top of him, and all of these frees are becoming vital. Now the test is, he's kicking into the breeze. Doesn't make any difference to a man in form. There's the pitch playing tricks again. Ball comes quickly off the surface. Fortune favours the brave. Bateson in, trying to snap it up, was fouled. And I've now got another opportunity of Enda Gormley to play tit for tat with Armagh's Callum O'Rourke. He comes across to try and block him. But Callum O'Rourke, Gormley has none of it, however. He's done this so many times before. Chips it up, lets the elements do the work, and usually the Derry flags come up to acclaim yet another Gormley point. As Mackin gets it. That's Houlihan. Mackin moved well into space. And the Derry jersey forced him out field again. Paul McGrain fed McConville. And yet another free. McConville is proving quite difficult for the Derry rearguard to pick up. Gary Coleman picked up a booking for that. So it's Callum O'Rourke attempting to be successful for the 6th time this afternoon. And he does. So Derry have their Gormleys, but Armagh Callum O'Rourke. Martin Toy from Mahary warms up on the sideline, and he's going to get an opportunity this afternoon to show his skills. Meanwhile, on the field, Tuchel carrying towards goal. Henry Downey. Oh, what a shot by Downey! The outfield play was set up by Tuchel. Henry Downey, he's centre half back. Numbers make no difference. The shot was clinical.
He has gone forward a few times today and hasn't got the ball. Brilliant catch by Dermot Heaney in the middle of the field. And Tuchel goes charging through the middle, releases the ball at exactly the right time. 2 steps and a brilliant finish into the bottom corner.
Ciarán McGuinney then puts another one across the centre. Jared Houlihan gets it up. That's the important thing as far as Armagh is concerned. They get possession. Now they've got to do something with it. Henry Downey, the goal scorer, has shown his defensive qualities. And then in came Anthony Tuchel, or Eamon Burns was it, and give away a free for that foul on the ball. Callum O'Rourke, better known before this game for his point-taking ability from 45-50 metres. He did that in the National League last year. This year he's showing that he's deadly off the ground. There's just another example of it. Another white flag raised. Jim McCrory hopes that that'll raise the rest of the team. Eamon Burns shrugs off Horish. It's opening up for him in front. Still Eamon Burns. The transfer out to the wing. Downey swings right-footed, puts it over the bar. The approach play all by Burns, and the finish by Seamus Downey.
Defence backing off. Had to be a high looping ball, which took us time, but what a nice finish.
And McGilligan picks it up again. McCusker has been available all afternoon, as is this man Heaney. He could have gone for the goal, but the points make all the difference. That, believe it or not, is Dermot Heaney's first point.
But he has contributed well. His aerial power has been a valuable asset to this Derry team in the half-forward line.
Callum O'Rourke thought about pumping it in. McGrain, Marsden going forward. The opportunity for the point appears. Marsden takes it. And as that ball goes over the bar for Armagh, Derry are introducing a substitute.